Hello, I'm Nisha Pandey and you're watching Prime Times News. Let's start with the headlines. Government prepares to resume the citizenship bill sent back by the president. Ruling party Nepali Congress expresses mixed reaction. Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuba instructs the people's representatives of the local units to help the ruling coalition candidates win the upcoming election. The tradition of early marriage still continues in Lamjung district. 14% of mothers below 20 years in Lamjung. Myanmar's leader Aung San Suu Kyi sentenced to 6 more years in prison with previous 11 years of prison. 77-year-old Suu Kyi to be insulated prison for 17 years. And the close training of the Nepali national football team to start from Thursday. 40 players to participate in the initial phase of the closed training. Now news in detail. With the withdrawal of the citizenship bill by President Bidya Devi Bhandari, the government is planning to restart the process for the verification of the bill. After 14 days of consultation, President Bidya Devi Bhandari sent the citizenship bill back to the parliament for reconsideration on Sunday evening. The political parties have been divided in favor and opposition of President Bhandari's move. Nepali Congress General Secretary Gagan Thapa said that the president had used her constitutional rights and the parliament will also use its constitutional rights to send it for the re-verification, so there is no need to express great anger. However, Congress Chief Whip Chitralekha Yadav responded that the constitutional president's withdrawal of the bill was an unfortunate step. The main opposition party CPNUML said that withdrawing the bill was a natural step for the president. Regarding what will happen to this bill after the withdrawal from the president, the government has made it clear that the bill will be passed by the parliament again and taken to the president for re-verification. When the president returned the bill, she had raised various questions such as how liberal or how strict the citizenship bill should be, how appropriate would it be to hurt the honor of the citizens of a particular class and community in a sensitive case just for the political profit or loss of a short period, among others. Chairman of Nepali Congress and Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba has said that the electoral tickets will be distributed in a fair manner in the upcoming elections. Inaugurating the orientation program organized by the Nepali Congress Central Institute of Policy, Research and Training today in Lalitpur, Deuba said that even though the party is going to contest the election with a coalition, tickets will be distributed in a fair manner without discrimination. Deuba opined that everyone should be active to make the Congress a big party with successful completion of the upcoming elections. Stating that alliance should be prioritized for the election, Deuba clarified that there is no certainty that the election will be won just on the basis of the alliance. Deuba said that although it was promised that Singha Darbar will reach every village after federalism, the people have been disappointed and instructed the workers to dedicate themselves to the people. Chairman of CPN Maoist Center, Pushpa Kamal Dahal, has said that it is time for everyone to commit to building a prosperous Nepal with political change. At the NEA award distribution program held in Kathmandu today, Dahal said that Nepal should be carried towards the path of development in its own age-appropriate model, and everyone should be committed for this. Dahal claimed that a new political environment has developed in the country and it is a matter of interest and concern for everyone. Various people dedicated to various fields were awarded in the program. Chairman of Reporters Club Nepal and Chairman of Prime Times Television, Rishi Dhamala, was honored with the National Entertainment Journalism Rajat Samman Award 2022. Nepal recorded 888 new cases of COVID-19, along with 474 recoveries and 1 death from the deadly virus today. As many as 5,737 samples were tested for COVID-19 on the day. Of them, 427 PCR and 461 antigen tests turned out to be positive for the virus. There are currently 5,454 active cases of COVID-19 across the country. Among them, 5,188 are in self-isolation, 199 in institutional isolation, 64 in ICUs, and 3 on ventilators. So far, 11,989 people have died from the virus across the country. Meanwhile, the Kathmandu Valley recorded 264 cases of COVID-19 today. Of them, 198 cases were recorded in Kathmandu, 24 in Bhaktapur, and 42 in Lalitpur districts. Locals of the Sisadol Banchari Dada landfill site, Nuwakot, have withdrawn their protest to block the disposal of garbage in the Kathmandu Valley. The protest was withdrawn after the Ministry of Urban Development decided to submit a joint report to the Council of Ministers to resolve the problem within 2 months. For this, officials of the ministry have jointly signed with the technical team. Cadres and leaders of the ruling parties have obstructed garbage disposal at the Banchari Dada landfill today. Spokesperson of Kathmandu Metropolitan City, Naveen Manandar, said that garbage landed tippers on the way to the landfill have been stopped. Local leaders of 3 ruling parties, Nepali Congress, CPN Members Centre and CPN Unified Socialist, issued a statement on Sunday night announcing that they will not allow garbage disposal from today. Garbage has piled up in the streets of Kathmandu Valley for the past few days owing to frequent disruption in waste disposal. Although the government has launched a campaign called Marriage Only After 20 Years, 14% of girls in Lamjung become mothers under the age of 20. It has been found that 14% of the girls who come to Lamjung District Hospital to give birth are under 20 years of age. 1,166 women become mothers in the district hospital in the fiscal year 2021-22. Among them, 155 are young girls. The hospital has stated that in the fiscal year 2019-20, 1,123 women became mothers, out of which 171 were women under 20 years of age. Doctors say that becoming a mother at a young age can cause health problems for both the mother and the child. Not only in rural areas, but also in educated and urban areas, it has been found out that the number of mothers below the age of 20 has increased. Girls who get pregnant under the age of 20 normally get married between the age of 15 and 18 years. It seems that the government's campaign called Marriage Only After 20 Years has not been successful in Lamjung. Now sports news. Closed training session of Nepali national football team will start from Thursday. The All Nepal Football Association (NFA) has announced that closed training will begin from Thursday for a friendly match against Bangladesh. Pradeep Humagai, acting head coach of the Nepali team, has called 40 players for the initial phase of closed training. Captain Kiran Chemcho, Vice Captain Rohit Chand, Bimal Gharti Magar, Anjan Bista, Ananda Tamang, and others experienced senior players have returned to the national team. Out of the 10 players who quit training on 26th of April, citing dissatisfaction with the working style of the head coach Abdullah Al-Mutairi, Suman Lama has gone abroad. Nepal will play a friendly match against Bangladesh in the last week of September. The friendly match will be held on 27th of September at Dashat Stadium. Meanwhile, Yuga Kishore Rai has been appointed assistant coach of the Nepali national football team. NFA said today that Yugal has been appointed the assistant coach. Similarly, Vinod Dangol has been appointed goalkeeper coach. With this, we have come to the end of the news. Before wrapping up, here are the headlines once again. Government prepares to resume the citizenship bill sent back by the President. Ruling party Congress expresses mixed reaction. Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuba instructs the people's representatives of the local units to help the ruling coalition candidates win the upcoming elections. The tradition of early marriage still continues in Lamjung district. 14% of mothers below 20 years in Lamjung. Myanmar's leader Aung San Suu Kyi sentenced to 6 more years in prison with previous 11 years of prison. 77-year-old Suu Kyi to be in insulated prison for 17 years. And the close training of the Nepali national football team to start from Thursday. 40 players to participate in the initial phase of the close training. That's it for tonight. Thank you for watching Prime Times News. Good night.